Hey folks, I'm trying to get this new mount mounted so I can do an update. There it is, I think. Alright, there we are. So, one of y'all sent me an email. Miss Lincoln sent me an email a couple days ago and said, hey, I want an update on what's going on. And in all fairness, it's been several months since I have done an update video of any kind. And I apologize. I've just been working. And I would tell you where I'm working, but I'd get in trouble and all that. And I don't want to get in trouble. But everything's going okay. For you all, and most of y'all won't know, the gentleman that appeared in a lot of my videos, Mr. Rogers, passed away a few months ago. I'm not familiar. I don't know when he died. I know he died. I think he died of cancer. He and I had a falling out, so I don't know the particulars. And but I do know he's gone. I'm trying, I've got my resume put in 2 different of the federal facilities. One of them, everybody knows, is Alligator Alcatraz. The other one is in Fort Bliss, Texas. I've got resumes in both those places. Good money. And I kind of like to think that I'm doing my part to help our country. Health seems to be okay, you know. I mean, there's days I feel rough and days that I don't. But I haven't been to the hospital or to the doctor in a hot minute. Thank the Lord. So one of the subscribers, one of the regulars that used to come to all my lives, his handle was Monte Cristo. And Monte Cristo just recently started his own YouTube channel. I believe he's on YouTube, TikTok. I think he might be on Instagram as well. He's got some cute's not the real word. He's got some funny content. So it's Monte Cristo _411 if you want to go look him up. Monte Cristo _411. Everything else, I wish I had some great news, but I'm just living life like you all are. I've been thinking about coming back and being a YouTube creator again. But I'd want to be putting up content that you all would find interesting. And if I don't find it interesting, I'm pretty sure you're not either. So, in my current job, I've done 3 or 4 different types of work, and I'm looking to go federal now. There's more money in it. I think it'll, I enjoy learning, so, you know, we'll see. But my current boss, he's a good dude, and I enjoy him most of the time. But He's got me doing some stuff. I need to talk to him and see what I can talk about. But I can't say where I work and all that shit, you know. And then you have to worry about trolls being ugly. Don't really know, you know. Been thinking about getting some more ink tattoos. I hadn't done that yet. And I've been shopping for a new pistol. I'm a hardcore Glock guy, but I think I'm gonna buy a 1911 this time around. I don't know. Oh, I got a new car, or a newer car. My other car, I was driving back from Knoxville to where I live, and had no idea, but when I stopped at the local McDonald's, my car caught on fire and it burnt to the ground in about 3 minutes. I got very lucky. I could have very well died. I didn't know it was on fire in the engine compartment. And when I say it caught on fire, I'm not kidding you. In about 3 minutes, it's fully involved. And it never occurred to me, but the hood was made out of aluminum. And as soon as that temperature reached whatever, it disappeared. It made a pop and it was gone. It melted my motor in half. It was educational. You know, I'd been up all night working, you know. If I don't know, if I'd have slowed down into, like, when I got off the interstate and got into local traffic, I'm pretty certain it would have got me. But luckily it did not. I'm very thankful. Let's see. I don't really know. You know, when Miss Lincoln said I wanted an update, I thought, okay, but sitting here, there's really nothing to update. I'm just like everybody else, you know. Life goes on, and you struggle day to day. But I will say something. I went out and ate at a local restaurant this evening. Nobody, I won't say, not 100%, but nobody really in restaurants, you know, they can call it home cooked meal. They're dumping it out of an effing can into a pot. And I'll tell you, and I like eating out, and I'm single, so I can eat out every meal if I want to. Food sucks these days. You can taste the can, it doesn't matter, you know. And they call it home cooked meal, and I'm thinking, well, you're lying, you know. Hello, Miss Lincoln, yes, I'm alive. I'm here because you emailed me. No, food is gross, and I like to eat. I love to eat, and it's getting to the point where you just eat because you have to, because the food sucks so bad. If you're cooking a home-cooked meal, then, you know, A-okay. If you go out to eat anymore, it tastes like trash. And I said to the waiter, I said, you know, this tastes like trash. And he said, you're absolutely right. I'm okay. I just, you know, like I said earlier, I've just been living life, and like you guys, day to day. And you'll have to go back and watch the video where I talk about my car caught on fire. There's nothing special going on. I've lost a bunch of weight, but I still got a gut, so I got to get rid of the gut. I want to go, I'm trying to get into federal security, and my boss is trying to help me. The Alligator Alcatraz in Fort Bliss, it's $100,000 a year job, and I could do that for 4 or 5 years. I'm still not dating or anything, so I do whatever I want. And I've been thinking about dating. I have. But, you know, not every place will let you take a dog. I'm not going to get married again. I've thought about it, and I thought about dating, and I'm not into gold diggers and trash, so I might just buy me a dog. Let's see. I remember Mr. Rogers. I don't care. He stole from me. And so I cut ties with Mr. Rogers when I realized Mr. Rogers was not going to pay me my money back. And I haven't, I told him, I said, and this is true about Mr. Rogers. If he'd do something wrong, karma would shit on him. And I mean shit on him. So I guess karma got him because he stole from me and wouldn't pay me back. And I'm sorry, as much as I'd like to. DaddyRabbit 411 at Gmail. I would just as soon, I saw him once. They cut a big scar on his back. They cut out whatever cancer, and then he got it in his throat. His son had told me. But I love his son. His son's always considered me his uncle, and I'm probably the closest thing to an uncle he's got. His son is 30ish now, and he knew what his dad had done, and I don't make no bones about it. I cut him loose. I'm too old to stand out in the street and have a fist fight because you're a thief, but he opted to be a thief, so I just cut him loose. He came to me with a sad story. No, I got me a 21 Nissan Verse, and it's like 12 grand, and 11 gallons to fill this thing up, and I get like 400 miles. And I can just zip around. I keep thinking, you gotta understand, I like nice stuff, I do. But when you're by yourself, you can't count on anybody else. You don't need that $800 a month truck payment. Because if I don't, if I get sick or I get hurt, oh well, they'll just come get it. But if I get this federal job that I want, I'll go out and buy me probably a Toyota TRD Tacoma 4-wheel drive, something nice. I deserve it, but when you're making $1,000+ a week, then it don't take you long to pay off something. And so like I say, my boss is trying to help me go federal, and I'm very thankful. And like I said, I gotta ask him what I can talk about, what I can't, because it's no big deal, but I work for somebody else, and you got to get their permission. I could throw up one video and say, I work here and do this, and then I'd be in trouble. So I don't. I'm not doing any top secret squirrel stuff yet. Let's see what else. My lungs aren't any better. I've lost a lot of muscle mass in my legs, and I just recently started working out again and to build back. But I'm lazy. I am. I'll just tell you right now, I love to sleep, and I'm as lazy as the day is long, and a lot of times it's hard for me to have self-motivation. If I'm working out with somebody or, whatever, then you go because somebody's counting on you. Let's see. I haven't been prepping any, I won't lie to you. I still live in my camper. I do. If I get this federal job, I'll sell my camper and do something else. Probably just buy a bigger camper. But, yeah, I think in October I'm going to go Sasquatch hunting. Not hunting, but go with a group of people to go out and see if we can find one. I am a Bigfoot fanatic. I love Bigfoot stories. But there's just really, I'm just a guy and doing normal stuff. And that lot, oh yes, you can see me. I can turn that off. I just do normal stuff, and it's not, if I had some good content, I'd still be putting up content, but I'm not, and I miss a lot of you. I miss the chats and stuff, but I'll be honest, the real reason I ended my channel, it got to the point where everybody just wanted me to talk and they didn't interact, and I found that to be boring. So I just stopped. And, I said in many videos, if you don't interact with me, I'll just shut it off. And I just got to the point where I just didn't want to fool with it anymore. Nobody, I get it. You come to my channel for me to entertain you, but if you get no feedback, then you just, after a while you get over it. And I did. I got over it. And Monty said, he's asked me repeatedly, hey, are you going, you should come back. You should come back. But Monty's doing a channel, Monte Cristo _411. He's got up some. He's doing a lot of. He's doing. Monty's a mechanic, so he's doing stuff like that. And he said he might do some garden videos and some other stuff. But Monty's got a wife and kids, And I've been watching his content and just see YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, I believe. I should, but at least once a month, send me an email. There's just nothing spectacular. I get it. Y'all watch me, and I entertained you for a long time, but I'm not doing anything. I'm just not. If I'm not at work, I'm in bed asleep. I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I work 12-hour shifts. And then I get off Sunday morning, which is Monday morning, right? I go home and go to bed, and there's a lot of times I don't wake up till Tuesday. Now that's the truth. I'll sleep right through Monday. And then I wake up Tuesday, and then I got 2 days off. My Thursday, I work nights. I've always enjoyed working nights. So tomorrow I go back to work, so I'll have to get up tomorrow and go to the laundromat and wash a couple of my uniforms, because I didn't. So Mondays, as a rule, unless it's a doctor's appointment or I have to stay up for some reason, I go home and go to bed. And then on Tuesdays, every other week, I have a friend that I've been friends with since the first grade, since we were 7. I'll go down to Knoxville and we go to dinner or lunch or usually dinner, and we'll spend 2 or 3 hours together, and then I drive back. Well, yesterday I was in Knoxville, and we went to a place called Barley's in Knoxville, and I don't drink. I really don't. But we were cutting up, and I think I ended up drinking 5 Ultras, Mick Ultras. And when we left the restaurant, I felt fine. But whatever sugar, whatever was in the beer, by the time I made it to the rest stop, I had to pull over and go to bed. I slept all night at the rest stop. And then when I got home, I didn't even get out of my car. I just laid my seat back and went to sleep till about 3 o'clock. It literally took the life out of me. And I don't know what it is. But I can't do that anymore. And I told my friend, I said, hey, we're going to keep going to dinner. I said, you're going to start coming up my way some. Because the drive to Knoxville, it's about an 80-mile ride for me. And then I get there and we go eat, and it wears me out. I don't know if that's an old man thing or a diabetes thing, or I don't know. But I told him, I said, he's a year younger than me. And I told him, I said, you're going to start coming to see me. And I'm still drinking water, I keep a gallon, so it's time to go get another gallon. That's all that's left, But I don't know. There's just nothing going on. What's going on with you, Donald Lincoln? But I will say one thing. When I first started doing YouTube and I could go live, right? I said, hey, everybody send me your picture in an email. And I saved them all. So if I go get into my emails and dig far enough down, I still got everybody's email address and their pictures. And occasionally I'll go through and scroll and read that. A lot of those people, I don't know if they still watch. They don't comment, so I don't know. But it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Ooh, my stomach just gurgled. Uh, I don't know. There's just nothing going on that I find that people would be interested in, so I don't post, Um, but if y'all want to send me an email or whatever, a lot of you, uh, so Daddy's girl, Wildflowers, last I heard, she'd found her boyfriend, so I don't even think she watches anymore. Uh, don't you know? What is it? Don't you know? Or it is what it is. She don't watch anymore, and that's okay because she told me a big fat whopper about something. Uh, let's see, who is it? Nancy P. I used to talk to her on a regular basis. She dropped off the planet. I think she ended up finding a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and she made mention they were going to, I think, travel around the country. I don't know if that's true or not. Uh, who else? Some of y'all that I've got your phone numbers, I'll call maybe once a year or every 6 months and check on them. And but see, like my number, if I call you, it comes up unknown. And that's the way I've got it set. So either you know my number, you know me for real. Because nobody's going to answer an unknown number. And that's literally my name on there, unknown. I think that's all that. Yeah. So I'll go back to work tomorrow night. And then next Thursday I start a new, same job, same place I work, but I started different. Sure. My ex is fine. I talked to her not lately. Her mother passed away last year, and her dad's not doing well. He fell and broke his hip. He went to rehab, got better, but he's still not. He's good. His hip healed up, but and she likes working with special ed people, and she's working with special ed. She calls them her kids, but they're adults. They're in their 20s. She teaches them how to cook and how to do certain things, and she loves it. I talked to her one day last week. I always call her and say, "How's it going?" She says, "Peachy." Peachy means like shit, so I think she wanted to move to the other, the grass is greener on the other side. She got there and it's not as green as she thought it was. But you live and you learn. I love her to death, but we're done. If she called me tomorrow and said, "Let's get back together," I'd be like, "No." Sorry. But she's doing okay. Let's see. That's about it. I don't know of anybody else that you all know. I've been seeing stuff just like you all. Aliens are coming in November. It's like they booked a movie. I don't give a shit. I hope little green men come. Y'all know I'm ultra conservative. And, it is what it is. I feel the way I feel about a lot of things. My mind hasn't changed. I don't know. If you got a question or you want to know something, you can ask it or send me an email and ask me. And at some point I will. And I thought about getting a shepherd or something, but I think I'm gonna get me a labradoodle. I like labradoodles. I'll probably get a girl because girls are more protective of you and boys are dumb. So I'll probably get me a girl and go get her fixed, and but I'm just not really in the place to have a dog. Like I say, I work 12-hour shifts. Let's see. have no earthly idea what you just said. I don't know. You're going to speak in English. I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl, but hey, Donna, do you still have a wrench? Let me see, Donna Lincoln. There you go. Miss Lincoln. Miss Lincoln, would you say something for me? Just anything. Well, Donna. Well, I guess Miss Lincoln, I don't know where, Donna Lincoln, where'd you go? Let's see. So anyway, I don't know where Donna Lincoln went, but it's just nothing really going on. Like I said, in October, I'm going to go tromp around the woods looking for big feet. Wait till all the snakes go in. Which friend? You talking about money or Mr. Rogers? Because Mr. Rogers is in the ground. I ain't meeting him halfway. All right, Miss Lincoln, you've got a wrench, so you can handle business. So do you want to know anything else before I jump out of here? I think I should start taking donations for the new one I want to get. I'm on a beer budget, but I got a champagne taste, and it's about 2 G's. I really think a 1911 as jewelry. It's a status thing with gun guys. You start carrying a 1911. But I sold my Glock. I sold about all my guns. I got a couple shotguns and a rifle left, but I sold off ARs and ammo and mags and bags, and I sold off a bunch of stuff. I needed a little money, and I wasn't shooting them anymore, and I dumped them. And I don't miss them. I really don't. My ex-wife used to talk about how she was a minimalist, and that was a lie. She's not a minimalist. But out of circumstance, I ended up being one. You know, like I said, I had guns and all that shit, and I just sold it. I made a bunch of people happy. I had probably $2,000 worth of holsters. I gave them away. Several thousand rounds, 100 magazines, you know. But now that I'm back into the security field, I will have to break down and buy me another handgun. I don't put info. See, but you want me to. You want me to do it, but you won't. See, that's part of the reason I stopped being a YouTuber, really. Because as me as a creator and you as a follower or whatever, after we talk enough and you share enough information, you start feeling like you know each other, and then you just stop, and it takes all the fun out of it. It does for me. I started this, I think, in 2012. And off and on, I just lost interest. I don't have anything. I'm sitting there racking my brain. I really don't have anything. I don't really think I got anything, that y'all would be interested in. Let's see. Have I been to the doctor? I'm probably going to have reconstruct. Let's see. The future, if you don't, just yeah, okay. I'm probably going to have my lower jaw reconstructed, which will cost me thousands of dollars, unless I can get me some good insurance. For y'all don't know, I've got 5 plates in my lower jaw, and there's a plate here, and it's starting to move this way, and it's got all the ligaments and stuff from my throat in there. So I'm afraid if it moves too far, it comes loose. There could be all kinds of problems. So I'm gonna have to go to some specialist, and they're gonna have to decide. Like, I got cadaver bone in my lower jaw and 5 titanium plates. Now that'll be content when that happens, but but my little car, it's little. 2 grown men, if you sit in the front seats, our shoulders would rub. It's a little car, but believe it or not, I kind of like it. I really do. At first I thought, well, because I bought it because I was traveling so much, doing about 140 miles a day. And then, but I call it my little blue quail egg, but I can fill this thing up 10 times a week and it don't hurt my feelings. I could say it's 11 gallons. I get 400 and something miles to the tank. I'm going to tint the windows. I'm going to buy some real nice tires for it, and replace the brakes, and get the better brakes, because let's see, dogs are, sometimes they are, unless you get a stupid one. Going off the mountain yesterday, I'm pretty certain about 10 minutes before I went off the mountain, somebody literally drove off the mountain and probably died. And sucks to be them. That, or I'll buy me a goldfish. We got alligators up here now. We've got, oh my goodness, what are they? They're armored. They look like a possum, but they got armor on them. I can't think what they're called. We got those. We got wolves. We got elk. We got bears, of course. We've always had bears. Yeah, she's okay for a girl. I cannot think of what those little animals are called. I know they get run over all the time. Like I say, it's a armored possum. Yeah. But that's it. I can't think of another thing that has happened or close to happening. How's Annie, your neighbor? Oh, Annie, she's still banging hot. She's beautiful. She knows it. The mayor is sick. I'm not sure, he's got some kind of ailment. He's not breathing right. And I love the mayor. I love that guy. I pray for him on the daily. Oh, so I've got a friend in Knoxville. He served in Vietnam. He won a Purple Heart. Um, Retired law enforcement. Many accolades there. He's had Parkinson's for, I don't know now, a hot minute. I called to check on him 2 weeks ago. You got to understand, his wife never, and when I say never, I mean never answers the phone. And she answered the phone. I thought, oh shit, he's dead. And I said, hey, let me speak to E. That's what I call him, E. And she said, he's not here. She asked for my name, and I gave it to her, and she said, he's in the veterans home. He's not doing well. So me and the guy that I've known since first grade, he knows E too. And we went to the veterans home, and for a few minutes, E didn't know us, but he finally realized who we were. And his thighs were probably that big around where, I mean, he never super muscular, but he's wasted away. And it's sad, and I'll cry when the day comes, but I don't think he's long for the world. Hello. No ranch. What the hell that mean? Yeah. We're all getting old. And I think my birthday, I'll be 59. You know, I don't know what 59 is supposed to look like, but I don't look 59. That's about it. Yeah, I don't know. So, I think, see, I'll be 59, Mike's will be 55. And it's killing her. She's getting older, and like I say, but I still feel like I'm 20 something, 12, 14. She just gets pissed every time she has a birthday. I get upset in the fact that I'm another year closer to death, but outside of that, I don't care. I don't sweat it. What up, Monty? I've been telling everybody about your channel. For y'all that's never seen Monte Cristo, go to his channel. He's ugly. Man, he's ugly. Always spreading word about my ugly little friend. Oh, I was telling everybody nothing's going on. There's really nothing for me to talk about. At all. Now, Monty's putting out content on a regular. I haven't talked to Sydney Bennett in several months. Donna, there's times I think about it, and I think I really need to do that, and then I don't. Like Monty. Now, Monty I talk to on a regular basis, and here more lately because he started a channel, I've been trying to give him good advice and stuff, but I really, a lot of times, I can't even think of content anymore. I'll sit and think, well, what can I do a video on? And I can't think of content. I really can't. And it's not that I don't care. It's just, I think you reach a burnout point where you're just done. And, I wish I could talk about my job, but I can't. You know, and if I, especially if I get one of those jobs at the deportation facility, I won't be able to talk about that at all, I'm sure. But honestly, you work 60 hours a week there. TGIF. Bree. I missed you, Bree. Hey, Bree. Monte Cristo's got his own YouTube channel now. I think I sent you a link. Monte Cristo _411. And I cannot find your content, Bree. Why? Did you take your channel down? Now, where I live, Tennessee's full of waterfalls. Right around me, too. That's it. Monty's he's ugly, but he's a good dude. He's got kids and a wife and a goat and a chicken. It has, but no. Even now, the few questions that Donna's asked, people don't engage, and that's the part that I hate so bad. That's the reason I stopped. And that's probably the reason why I won't really ever come back, to be honest. I like the interaction. If there's no interaction, I just soon go watch paint dry. I just saw someone was water chasing, and I got a snake bite. And maybe you got bit by a snake. Oh, hell no. I'll tell you, when it gets colder, when it reaches fall here, which will be about October, you were in Tennessee and you didn't call me, Huzzy. I'm pissed. I'll start hitting up some of the waterfalls. Don't good grief me. You forget. I know your number. I called you a while back and you didn't answer. I didn't leave a message. Or maybe I did. I can't remember. We got waterfalls. A few. Some do in Tennessee. Oh, yeah. I read that. Yeah, we got a little bit of rain. What are you doing now for work? But I'll start hitting the waterfalls. I don't care. It'd be better if you come down and went with me. Because either one of these jobs, if I get, and it don't matter to me which one calls me, it's either I go to Florida, South Florida, or I go to Fort Bliss, Texas. And buddy, I'm gone. I will pack my car like the hillbillies and get out of town. Rolling my eyes at people. Oh, Karen's here. Karen's can eat butthole for all I care. I want to get another camper. I'd like to get a Super C is what I want. But I would have to make it in the federal gig before I'd sign up for that. That's money. I get tired of everybody bitching. What is it? Yellowstone's going to detonate. Detonate. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Don't sweat shit like that. I'm sitting in a Walmart parking lot. And Bree, I know you know about this. This is where all the rednecks come hang out. Because they don't, they can't hang out at home. I'm watching this young boy. I guess he might be 16 to 20. Wally World. And I think is performing for a girl. Yeah, that's what I hear. Fuck them too. They better come armed. That's all I can say. And he's trying to show off with this little girl, and it's so pathetically sad. But I'm sure she's eating it up. Oh my God. Yeah, all that'll be hologram, AI holograms from satellites circling the world. People don't keep up with all the stuff that was brought up probably 6 or 8, 9 months ago. And I can tell you right now, if spaceships were to show up so we could see them, United States Air Force would go ballistic. So I ain't worried about it. AI is scary. People should be terrified of AI. Because we're getting ready to be obsolete here in a hot minute. And I'm pretty sure then the AI will just do away with us. I've been looking for, now like here an acre of land is 10 grand. And I've been looking for a couple acres. In the back of a holler somewhere. If y'all don't know what a holler is, you'll have to Google it. And get me a newer camper. Like a 45 footer, because mine's 32. And 32 foot to live in is small. Oh, Lordy. Short, I want a couple new tattoos. That's about all that I got on my mind. Thought about having that one. I'm sorry, my arm twist. Having that one removed, which is death before dishonor, and actually going back with the American flag, the black flag, and then on this side having the Gaston snake put on. Ta-ta for now. See, she wants me to come and then she leaves me. What the hell? Can't make a woman happy. Good night, Donna Lincoln. Yeah. Anyway. So where you working, Bree? What kind of job you doing? You don't have to tell me where, but what? Oh shit. I would never confess. Right? I'm pretty sure you look pretty good on a pole. Someone, oh snap, busted. Someone of the little rednecks have got a PA system on their truck. So I can hear it. No, not horribly. It rained. It's kind of cool. It's 75 degrees. Wait till tomorrow. It'll be 1,000% humidity. Yeah. And then, you know, it is what it is. What the hell, man? Oh, there it is. There for a second, I couldn't find my wallet. I can't wait for that. Yeah, you know, October would be nice. But, you know, I haven't been out in the sun in years. I could take off my pants and I bet I'm translucent. I mean, just... I tell you, Bree, I bet she'd look good in a swimsuit. Well, I will try. I don't know if I can do once a month or not, but I'll try to remember to give updates. But there's just really nothing going on. You know, it's just life. I get excited when I sleep 24 hours. Man, I love it. I usually, like I say, I usually get off Sunday morning, which is Monday morning, go to bed, and wake up Tuesday morning, 20-something hours later. And I enjoy that. Well, anybody got any last comments, wishes, or thoughts that they want to share with the rabbit? I've got yellow jacket. Oh, fuck that. I was looking today at no track. Like no. So what you do? Especially if they're in the ground, you either go with gasoline and enjoy burning all the little Jewish bees, or you basically get a 5-gallon bucket of warm water and fill it, you know, 3 or 4 good hard squirts of dishwashing liquid. I can't find. What the hell? Well, I guess you're blind. If you walk around the yard, they'll find you. Oh yeah, well you're F. But then how do you know you got yellow jackets? You got 60 acres. I gotta stumble into the nest. Oh yeah, you're fucked. I just pour soapy water will kill the hell out of them. I don't know. Probably get somebody that can actually see better than you and get them to find the nest. And like I say, 5 gallons of soapy water will kill them. It's not as much fun as fire, but okay, just because I love you people. Hold on. Oh, he's getting down as a redneck on top of a truck dancing. Let's see, because yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't say you're that, but if you can't find the nest, there's only probably 7,000 of them flying in and out. Let's see. It's sick. Outdoors from back. I know who you are. But but is it Friday night? Yeah, it's not Friday night, but it's close. What up, Sig? Adventures with. At first, I thought it said Adventures with Clan. I'd say hell far. Yeah, man, I ain't seen you in a minute either. I thought about you a while back, but yeah, I just got burnt out, you know. Yeah, man, I don't have any of that. Kids, that is. Thank the good Lord. I would have made a good daddy. I still make a good daddy if she's the right age. Come here, Bree. Sit on my lap. I think it's official. I'm old. I'm getting small. You are so. I love you, Bertie. Yes, I am. I am not. I'm a good rabbit. So, Ken, are you going to apply at any of the penal facilities that are opening up? Fort Bliss, they're offering a $50,000 sign-on bonus. So you're cheating on me. I see how it is. You'll just have any old bunny. The security outfit I work for is trying to help me get on with Garda World so I can go do one of those places. The money is so outrageous that I'm trying my best to go out. Exterior security, I'd like to do, like, I know they don't have them. I'd do tower security if they had towers. I probably won't say anything after that, but, you know, I had no problems with it. Before I get too old, you know, I think I can only do this stuff for maybe 4 or 5 more years, and I'll have to stop. I know that I can't brawl anymore, not at my age. I have a heart attack or a stroke. I want to buy me a 1911. I just cannot make myself spend $1,000 or $1,500 for a pistol. I say that, but I want a staccato. And they're what, 2Gs, 2,500? Well, I guess I could start my own OnlyFans page. I could probably make $12 a month, you know. How many bunnies? Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, like, she don't care about me no more. Her bunny count is outrageous. Get a rock on that. There you go. Yeah, I've been looking at that and a couple others. But I'm on a staccato. To me, it's just jewelry, though. 1911s are jewelry. And it's a status thing with gun guys. Once you reach the 1911, you know, it's like wearing a Rolex, you know. But a buddy of mine's got a staccato, and that thing shoots like butter. It's bad. But he's got a 1911. It's 9mm. Sometimes I try to get some of the rock out. Oh, the rednecks are starting to rev up their motors and stuff. And the little girls just stand around and oogle these boys with these big trucks. Yeah, but it is, you know. So if you're gonna get one, you want to be, you know, stand out in the crowd. Well, the gun shop I go to up here, and I've talked about them, Marksman's. They're SIG people. They don't like the Glock. They rock SIGs, SIG Outdoors, and but some of them boys, there's 2 or 3 foremen that got staccatos, you know. But to me, like if I was going to go out on a date, I had a Glock or a staccato. You know, girl's going to put on her jewelry, and I'm going to put on a staccato. You know, of course, a chick wouldn't know any better. But you walk into a place with a bunch of guys, they'd know you were rocking something, you know, that they can't afford. I got to get up in the morning and go do laundry. I hate it. I don't ever see you post anything, Sig. It never comes over my FYP. Well, thing about bunnies, God help you if you name them, because then they just like regular boyfriends. Some boys rolling coal out here in the parking lot. It's all gonna be fun till the city rolls in. I've seen his content. Well, it's true. They breed like that. Let's see. Breeder in charge of the ranch. I gotta get a drink of water. Somewhere. I can't hang out with the redneck kids. It pisses me off that they're the way they are. Let's see, I don't post on SIG Outdoors channel anymore. I started this one a while back, and I do camping. Yeah, that's cool. So, do you got any Bigfoot encounters? Let's see. We will. What time is it? No, we will not. I got in the wrong lane. Okay, I can't read anymore, so don't, you know, you post something, I ain't gonna read it. Whoop, whoop. So we make a legal U-turn. Oh, Popo up ahead. Don't it? I gotta change lanes. I will say one thing. The popo up here, they don't screw with people. They leave you alone. But if they pull you over, they're going to F you up. I see people getting pulled over. They do felony stops up here. You're going to jail. So that's cool. A lot of heroin up here, from what I understand. Heroin and pornography. Lots of it. Dude, like I just said, I can't. I'll have to go back and read that later. I can't read that. All my friends think I'm crazy because I believe in Bigfoot. I mean, damn, look at Shaq. And I'm not being racist or anything. I'm just saying he's a big dude. Well, here in about 2 minutes, y'all going to have to entertain one another because I'm going to have to go into the store and get me a bottle of water. You know, it's diabetics. I pound water. I've always drank water anyway. And some people drink pop, some people drink water, but I drink water. And I drink a lot of it. So I'm going to whip into the store here. And I'd like for y'all to keep an eye on my car. I don't want anybody stealing it, you know, while I go into the store. So, I'd appreciate it if you'd keep an eye out on it. We're at the Speedway. What did it do? Alright. I need y'all to keep an eyeball out while I run in here and get me a bottle of water. Let me read what y'all said. Let's see. Well, at one of the clothing stores, shelf shoes, there was size 27. You know what they say about dudes with big feet. Yeah, they wear big shoes. I started to wonder. Actually, there's a lot of Bigfoot history. I bet he was dreaming he was having sex with a Bigfoot. Alright, I'll be right back, I promise. But I gotta get me a drink. Bree, you're in charge. Another water. That's not good for diabetes. Okay. So this new thing holding my phone, if I flip, y'all, you'll get to see his dash. See, it's locked into my vent. But since I don't put out content anymore, it doesn't really matter. Well, Sig, there's a place up here called Catoosa, and they say that the Bigfoot lives in Catoosa. So I'm gonna wait till it gets good and cold and the snakes go in, and I'm gonna start looking. If I'm still living here by then. Any day. I hate people that drive like it's Sunday and it's Monday. Monty, what do you think about the Bigfoot? I keep telling Monty he needs to do live feeds. I don't know if he can do them yet or not on YouTube. No, right on red. Okie dokie. How should I go? Well, how about if we just go ahead and sign off, because I need to call a YouTuber friend of mine, and I don't want them sitting up yet late. And I've got to get my beauty sleep because I got to get up early in the morning and do laundry because I go back to work tomorrow night. But I will consider, I've been thinking about coming back, maybe just doing visits, you know. I'm not going to be putting out any content. But if y'all are interested in that, go to DaddyRabbit411 at Gmail and leave me a comment, let me know, or leave it on this and I'll read it later. Anyway, I love you folks. More videos coming soon, God willing, and the creek don't rise. That is my 2 cents. Please remember, your glass is always half full and never half empty. If you keep praying for me and I keep praying for you, hopefully we'll turn out all right. I love y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.